better charger. Don't ask.
Fuck yeah.
So that's recording. I won't be able to see it though, but at least now we'll be able to listen to music. I mean, the music won't be on the whole time. Let's just drive and then I can put an address on after.
Okay.
It's like 10 minutes away. We can just go down Wiles, or is there a better, more scenic route, you think? I don't want to get on the highway, so...
No, definitely don't do that.
Maybe we'll just go like this.
Yeah.
Cool.
What is up, everybody? This is your boy, Metahuman Macaluco, and I am pleased to have with me none other than SoundModule.
What's up?
How we doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome. Mr. Module, are you okay with me calling you Max for the remainder of this interview?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
All right. So, Max, let's talk about it. You are a DJ. You're part of a band. You travel extensively, both internationally and nationally. Let's start off with what got you started and the domino effect that came to be.
All right, so it really depends. What got me started was getting hired at like a call center,
Okay.
doing tech support for a company that I shall not name. But I pretty much did a lot of like TV support, phone, and internet. And that job actually challenged me to start learning more about computers and networking.
Right.
So they asked me to get more certifications. I got promoted, which then I started saying, well, they're not paying me enough to do this. I pretty much started looking for other work. I actually got hired somewhere up here in Pompano.
Okay.
Helping out this gentleman with his company. And he taught me everything I needed to know about Microsoft and about Cisco Meraki, which is very important right now to me. And basically I stayed there for about a year, and then after that my resume became very attractive. Like I got hired then at the company that I am now.
Right.
I'll just say it's AGI Cargo, and they basically, it's a airline related company, so they're present in every major airport in the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And I have over 80 sites that I can go visit. Sometimes I'm needed in places to set up everything. So my current role there is as an engineer, an IT engineer for them.
Okay. And you went to school for that, or did you learn that on your own?
So like I went to school, I graduated from FIU with a computer engineering degree, but none of what I learned in school is applicable right now. Really? Nothing.
That's kind of horrible.
It is, but having the bachelor's in a degree like that is more important. It's very important right now.
Okay.
Because people will consider you for more senior roles and things of the sort.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been doing this for how many years now?
In total, like working with computers and stuff, like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did that at any point help you with your musicianship and being a DJ?
That's a great question. I think maybe in the sense of like understanding how to connect systems together. And so like if you try to apply that to music, it's like, how do we connect the decks or whatever music player you're gonna have into a mixer? How do you connect that into an amp? How do you connect that into the rest of the speakers? If you have any distribution, like audio distribution systems, if you have anything that has to do with networking, like Dante Audio, for those that know, all that really helps.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And you have been a part of a band as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. You are currently a bassist and a keyboardist?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I'm part of a band called TNG.
TNG.
I have no idea what TNG stands for. Okay. But I'm part of a band called TNG, and I like to tell people it's named after Star Trek, The Next Generation.
Right.
The show from the 80s and 90s with Patrick Stewart.
Right.
Shout out to DJ. And basically, we are a Grateful Dead cover band, like jam cover band, and we play a lot of Grateful Dead music. We play a lot of different like 70s like hippie music,
like yacht rock.
Kind of like yacht rock, I would say.
Okay.
One of my best friends. I should probably start driving.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get coffee.
Yes.
One of my best friends, Alex Elwell, he had invited me to come and play at his band that started by his dad and one of his dad's friends.
Okay.
So Alex plays the drums. His dad is the lead singer and rhythm guitarist. JC plays the lead guitar. And we have a few permanent members, but since they're not there all the time, sometimes they're just guests. We have Wayne Jr., who is an amazing like wind instrument player and ukulele player. He's really good at that.
Okay.
And man of the soul, real Florida man for sure. Am I going the right way? This way, yeah. And then we have Lauren, who is another friend of mine. Like, we go way back. And yeah, and she's a backup singer. She sings different songs as well. She has an amazing voice, by the way. She sounds like Shakira, like, even if she doesn't believe it.
Word.
Will this let me up?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what came first? Did you start working with your friend's band before you started DJing, or were you DJing after you started working with your friend's band?
So it depends. I have different eras.
Okay.
So like straight out of high school, I'm talking 2014. I was really into EDM, like deadmau5 and Knife Party were like my everything.
Okay.
And so I was listening to a lot of that music, Monster Cat and stuff, and like I was like, okay, maybe I can give it a shot and become a big shot DJ. And so I started looking around. Every piece of DJ gear was expensive, but I got myself a little Numark Mix Track Pro. And so like early college, I would be playing in my house or like at UFC campus in a friend's house.
Right.
And that really got me started in learning how to beat match, counting 4 on the floor music and playing that, right?
Right.
So that didn't really go much anywhere. Like I would do it, but probably on my own at my house. So I dropped it because I really got into synthesizers. I really got into 80s music and into like how were they making music? What are these keyboards and electronic machines that they use to make music?
Right.
That shit had a grip on me for about like 6 years.
That's fire. And was this during your early college days in Chicago?
No. I was. I'll explain Chicago later, but I was here for the most part. I was going to Miami-Dade College, and then I was going to FIU. I went to Chicago after I got hired for this later role.
Okay.
Let me see. Is this good? Okay. So, where was I? So during my entire time at like Miami-Dade, yeah, I was doing a little bit of DJing, but then as soon as I started going to FIU and talking to more of my like longtime friends now, that's when I got inspired to like maybe make an 80s cover band playing like Journey and Rush and stuff like that, and that's really what got me into buying synthesizers.
Okay.
For about 6 years until recently, I independent of the scene, I got inspired to buy some DJ decks and like try my hand at it again.
Right.
And then since then, it's been more primarily just DJing.
Okay. Fuck yeah. What would you say is your favorite decks that you've used so far?
Controversial take. I don't like the CDJ 3000s that much.
Okay.
They're great. Like the flow is amazing, but I like the CDJ 2000 Nexus 2s that I have. I have one, and like it's fast, tactile. Everything is reachable.
Okay.
It works great.
What was the deck you were using? During the Go Calibrate car event the other day?
Those were some white 3000s.
Okay.
It worked great. I got used to it after a while. But I don't know if there were 3000Xs. I think there were just 3000s.
Word.
Really nice. And then I think the mixer was an A9.
Gotcha.
The first time I DJ'd in public was at a Pub Dubs event in Kelly's Pub.
Okay.
I think this was 2 years ago. I'll have to look. And I had been DJing at home with my DDJ 1000 controller. And then suddenly I got invited by Renzo a few weeks before that. And I show up and I'm placed in front of 4 CDJ 3000s and an A9.
Oh my God.
You can imagine, I had no idea what the hell I was doing.
Oh, dude. When I first started, I was put in front of an RX3 and I had to learn off rip. But now I've kind of mastered the RX3 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's like, I rent it out for my homie PJ, and every chance I get, it's just like, I probably play it more than my own personal Flex 4 at this point.
Oh, you have a Flex 4?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
My personal setup right now is a XDJ XZ.
Okay.
And one CDJ Nexus 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
With the synthesizers and the bass, what are your favorites?
My favorite synth will always be the Roland Juno 106.
Okay.
It's from 1984. One of the first Roland synths to have MIDI. It's just great. The sound is beautiful. I don't know how much you know about synths, but I can go into the architecture like all day.
So, does it sound as crystal clear as it did back then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And do you practice with making like synthwave, future funk type beats with that?
I used to, yeah.
Okay.
I no longer have a 106. I sold it, but I have a Juno 6, which is more analog, no digital circuits whatsoever.
Interesting.
No digital control whatsoever, so it's more of an easel, like a painting easel for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot. I used to have a lot of synths. I still have a bunch of synths. I haven't been making a lot of music recently.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you, is it because you're tied up at work, or is it just personal life getting in the way?
I would say it's more personal life. It's not necessarily that I don't have time to do it, it's that I haven't had the inspiration, like the music and the melodies haven't been coming to me in the last 2 years.
Right.
So I pretty much called it in and basically put them away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And with the bass, I believe we had this conversation the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the brand for the life of me, but you do play bass.
It's a Music Man.
Music Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When did you get the Music Man?
I got the Music Man in 2020.
Okay.
2020 is just about when I discovered my favorite band ever, Yellow Magic Orchestra from Japan.
Yellow Magic Orchestra.
Yeah. It's kind of like a super group made out of 3 like already famous artists from Japan back in the late 70s. And the bass guitarist Hiromi Hosono, the only surviving member, he was playing with a Music Man, and I love that tone and I love the way he played it. I was like, I wanna learn from this guy.
Right.
So I had bought one, and I've owned it for a long time now. Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of Japan, you had also gone out your way to check out the great nation, and you had also stopped at New Job's brother's ramen shop, where he had pictures and videos of the studio and the music and everything that's related to his brother.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. Usagi Ramen.
Usagi Ramen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nearby Akihabara. For some reason, the name of the area escapes me right now, but it's nearby that area with all the weeb stuff is, all the anime fan stuff is, yeah.
Of course. There's always going to be some weeb stuff, especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
Did your travels ever inspire you to continue making music or getting more involved with your bandmates or DJing?
Yeah, absolutely. So the place in the world that's inspired me the most is definitely New York City.
Okay.
New York City, I have gone about 4 or 5 times, and every time I discover something new about music, every time I go there is all about the music.
Right.
So the first time I went with my buddy Ivan Otanian. Shout out Ivan. Oh my god, I forgot his name. On Disrupta on SoundCloud. Also Doorstuck guy, if you know. So basically we went together to go see Aphex Twin.
Right.
This was in 20 also like 2020, maybe 2018.
Right.
I don't remember exactly. So we go to New York and we land in Brooklyn, and we were walking around, and one of the first places we end up at is called Control, which is a synth shop in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And it's just walls full of like modular synth modules, and they had this beautiful like overhigh Matrix 12 expander. It was an expander. At the time I was really into synths, and him and I were making music together as well, I'll get to it. But anyways, yeah, and so like we land there, and then we go to Manhattan after, and we go to Armin's, which is a well-known synth reseller, or he has like a place where he just repairs and sells synthesizers at like full MSRP price. It's insane. And so there I got to touch some like really expensive like vintage synths, like a Jupiter 8, which costs like 40 grand right now.
Oh jeez.
You know, CS80s, Minimogs, all that sorts of things. We got to see that there. And I really felt inspired then to just like say, wow, this is the culture. I really feel in line with it. I wanna keep buying them and keep like being inspired by the little sounds they make.
Right. At some point, we want to make this right at this upcoming light.
Will do.
All right, that's awesome, dude.
Thank you.
And with the band, have you and the band traveled nationally?
Not at all.
Not at all.
We sometimes play a few local joints, but for the most part, the point of the band of TNG is just for us, who all of us are working corporate jobs and stuff. It's just to meet up every Tuesday evening and relax and let the music play us out, you know?
Right. Shitty day at work and you're just slapping your bass.
We leave it all behind and we let the beautiful music of the 70s and 80s take us away, you know? 60s, yes. Actually, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Now, with the DJing, what are your particular favorite genres? Are you more like a dubstep type of guy? Are you more IDM?
My favorite stuff to play, is that really what you're asking, or like my favorite stuff to hear?
They're two
different things.
We'll go with both.
Okay, so my favorite stuff to play is definitely more like late 90s kind of like trance, definitely techno music, house music.
Okay.
Tech house, if that's like more the new stuff, and progressive house.
Okay.
Right. What I like to hear a lot is drum and bass. I love to hear like typical like uplifting trance music, and what else? And hip hop for sure. I love to be able to play hip hop. I haven't been able to practice it enough to know how to do it.
You were playing a whole, not necessarily a whole metal thing, but a rock playlist at the Go Calbridge show.
Yeah, that's right.
Was that one of the first times you ever did a whole rock playlist?
Yes, the first time.
And what inspired you to follow through with that?
So, Crybaby, was putting out the casting call for DJs to do this open decks thing there, and I thought, okay, it's a car show, so what do people listen to when they're driving, right? And like, yeah, some people like to listen to techno and like hard grooves, some people like to listen to hip hop, some people like to listen to rock. So I started thinking, okay, when I'm driving and I want to go fast, I want to hear something heavy. And I thought about Need for Speed, and the earlier Need for Speed titles were all new metal, hip hop, music with like scratch beats and stuff like that.
Right.
And I was really I said, okay, most people are gonna start playing house music and stuff. I'm gonna play something different. I want to play something different. Let's do a new metal set.
Okay. I respect it. Mm-hmm. That's fucking absolutely fire, dude.
Thank you.
I just go straight because it's saying you're gonna make a right on Royal Palm.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what else? You've traveled to Japan, you've traveled to New York. What are your other favorite places that you've been to?
My favorite places, Seattle, Washington State. Shout out Miguel and Victoria, and I guess Kenneth. It's just a beautiful place. I love the culture there, I love the food, I love the vistas, like the landscape and everything, Mount Rainier. The people of Seattle are all very nice.
Okay.
I would say so. Everywhere we go, people are nice and kind, and the food just tastes amazing. Their coffee is great. Aside from Seattle, Vancouver, Canada, so a few miles north of Seattle. Wow, just like what an amazing place. Clean. The city is really nice. The water, like the whole like ports area.
Right.
It's just amazing. I would say. I've definitely had some of my most fun nights out in Vancouver, but I can't talk about that here.
Understandable. Understandable. And I know a lot of the traveling also was for catching different shows, such as Aphex Twins.
Yeah, so I got to see Aphex Twin in New York. I went to see Deftones and System of a Down in San Francisco.
Okay.
That was amazing. I went to... back in New York, Aki Koyano, somebody related to Yellow Magic Orchestra. She even played one of their songs. Amazing time there. Which was the time I met my friend there, Ivan, randomly in JFK Airport. So it was just magical all around.
All together.
Yeah. Where else have I traveled for music? That has to be pretty much it. Just New York, San Francisco, and Florida. Everything's just been down here. Oh, Chicago. I got to see Rammstein in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
How are the pyrotechnics for that show?
Amazing, dude. I felt like I got burnt. And the energy was so intense. I was trying to get in as many mosh pits as I could, but unfortunately I got basically sucker punched and I had to wimp out of there.
Oh shit.
No, it's okay. It was in the spirit of things.
Right.
It was great. I actually can't forget that night. It was amazing. Everything was perfect.
Hell yeah.
I got to see Coldplay in Chicago as well in the same venue.
Okay.
In Soldier Field, yeah.
Was it the same show or was it like? Because Coldplay and Rammstein are like two different energies.
Yeah, but you know what? So for Rammstein, I was down in the GA area.
Okay.
So I got to like be there and punch people and stuff. But for Coldplay, I went there with my friends from Seattle, and we were up in the bleachers, really high up. But it was a field. I mean, I'm telling you, there was 75, 100,000 people there. And Coldplay does this amazing visual show where they have these color coordinated, synchronized like bracelets. And so as the sun went down and stuff and everything was dark, like they turned them on, and it's just a sea of colors, of rainbows and everything, and very intense, very beautiful.
Interesting.
Yeah, I actually really like going to Coldplay. I appreciate Miguel and Victoria for inviting me to that.
Gotcha. Do you foresee yourself traveling to play music yourself, whether it's to DJ or with your band?
Yeah, absolutely. If I have the opportunity to play for a crowd that would have me, yeah, I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Okay. And here locally in Florida, what would you say are some of your favorite shows that you've performed at?
Ooh. It's always nice to play at like pub dubs at Kelly's Pub and stuff, and Tribe was very fun the last time.
I know Tribe is also a minute and a half away from you as well.
Oh yeah. Nobody will go a minute without hearing me complain about driving to Tribe. But that's because I live all the way south, right? So no heat there with them.
Of course.
Dang, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I really like playing at that place in Miami Beach. The name escapes me, but it was some kind of bar venue where we did the last Sonic rave.
Oh, you mean the Boombox, the last Sonic D&D rave?
Yes. Yeah, that was my favorite one.
That was crazy. It's appalling to me how you were there and I was also there, but we never really like got to know each other like that.
And we were there the whole night too.
Yes. I had set up with my team, Rex Gaming.
Yeah, I was there. I was playing Smash there like most of the time. That's so funny.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Small world.
Right.
Fuck yeah, dude. Do you have any other future shows that we should know about?
This weekend, next weekend rather, I'm gonna be playing a couple of private shows, I guess, not so private. So Heartfelt Fashion, which is an organization, like a nonprofit,
Okay.
that hosts fashion shows for I guess people who might not otherwise. It's kind of hard to explain. But anyways, Heartfelt Fashion is hosting a couple of casting calls leading up to their fashion shows, I think in June or July, and they've invited me to play for about 4 hours for them.
Okay.
That's going to be on Saturday in the morning before the Wonderland show by Kitty Pop.
Okay.
So I'm going to be going there too. I'm not playing, just going to be guesting there.
Right.
And then Sunday, I was invited by a animal shelter in North Miami to play for them for an event they're hosting at a farmer's market.
Interesting.
That's going to be about a 5-hour show, yeah. So I'm looking forward to both of those.
Gotcha. Are we allowed to discuss the tea house sessions?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Let's elaborate further on this. What are the tea house sessions?
So the Tea House Sessions is a collaborative project that myself and Dusty the Changeling have, since her and I have been friends for a very long time now. Shout out Jen and Alex. Where we basically host our friends and people we've met, cool people that we've met through our careers here in South Florida DJ scene, to come over to one of our houses or a place where we're going to host us to basically enjoy themselves. It's going to be open deck, so they can play for as long as they want. If they want to impress each other, connect, eat good food. We don't charge any money to get into this thing. but it is an invite only.
Right.
We try not to encourage a lot of social media stuff because sometimes, you know, some people might not want to have content of them made especially for the point of this thing is for people to just chill.
Yeah.
Right? The last few times I've been hosted in my house or at another house that we have with like a big pool. You should have been there. It's no longer available. A lot of people enjoy that. Isa Hardcore really likes playing there. Juno. Renzo has been a few times.
Almost everyone I interviewed.
Pretty much everybody you've interviewed except yourself. I'd say that like I've been impressed a lot by what like Alaric plays, what Juno plays when he comes over, and I'm really happy that they accept the invite and that they're happy to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
So it's a thing for us, for our friends, our scene, not really for the public, but you know, we like to invite people if they're cool. Not if they're cool enough, but if they're nice and we know they're not gonna, I don't know. I don't
not engage in nonsense.
Not engage in nonsense.
Or engage in some type of drama.
Exactly.
Oh, why'd you invite him? She said this, he said that. Shut up. Tea session.
Literally.
Sip the tea. Chill the fuck out.
We've been thinking of doing a lot of themes and stuff, like, because the idea of a tea house session is also like a typical like Japanese like tea house,
right?
Where everybody sits down, they're well dressed, and like the tea is brought to them. There's a whole ceremony, and so the imagery around tea house is very much that kind of zen, that kind of peaceful flower walls type of thing.
Okay.
Right now, there's been some turbulence in my personal life, so I haven't been able to host them. At my house, which is big enough, and then I know that Dusty's house will require a lot of like finagling to get it working, but we are looking to do one before the end of the year.
Gotcha.
Really looking forward to that.
Hell yeah. All right. Are you working on any little EPs, albums, tracks that we should know about?
Nothing of the sort right now.
Nothing.
Unfortunately, I really haven't been inspired to make music recently. A lot of inspiration comes in me DJing the music that has inspired me, and within my library I get inspired to mash things together that wouldn't otherwise be mashed. I'm talking like Dusty knows this. There's this mashup I really like to do of a song. I forgot the artist, but the song's called Spin Spin Sugar.
Okay.
Dark garage mix.
Dark garage mix.
And
okay.
then I like to put the first 8 bars of Kendrick Lamar's Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Okay.
You know the little guitar riff in the beginning? And so you just loop that on that 4x4 on the floor like beat that Spin Spin Sugar has, and it creates this amazing texture, this amazing like almost French house vibe, just from 2 completely unrelated songs. And so the other day Dusty was asking me, he's like, how would you describe your DJ identity, right? And she made this description of like somebody who's deeply inspired by like textures, sample textures and grooves. And you'll notice when I lock into a certain sound and I accentuate it on my mixing and stuff.
Yes.
That comes from my experience in making synth music and the artists that I listen to, like Boards of Canada, Richie Hott and Aphex Twin, and so many others in the IDM scene.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. Alrighty. I think we're close to wrapping it up. Is there any advice you'd like to give to any young men in the world who want to go down the same path or similar path that you are walking right now?
Let me take off my clip so they can hear me clearly. Boys, the most important thing that I would recommend is to just get any job. It doesn't matter what it is. I didn't even get into it, so maybe now's the time, but before I got hired to do call center stuff, I was working at a freaking hot dog stand in downtown Miami.
Right.
For like 3 weeks. And that was because I was in between jobs, but I didn't allow myself to not be working during that time.
I feel that. I'm kind of in the same position, so I understand.
Yeah, so I was working, I was making a little bit of money, but I never stopped making the money. And then I kept sending my resume out, even though if it wasn't amazing, I kept sending it out, and I got an opportunity to work at this stock brokerage in downtown doing cold calling. But that was valid like office experience, and then from there I got to then be hired at the call center and do more and more. And just never allow yourself to be not working, because what recruiters and what is this? Is this like a business site?
Yeah.
Okay. What a lot of employers care about is like your job history and like not having any gaps in employment. You don't want yourself to get lazy and to get complacent not working.
Right.
So
positively,
like keep looking for work, keep work whatever, even if it is 7-Eleven, even if it is a warehouse job in the airport. Shout out to my current company. There's jobs available for people. Maybe they're not what you want, but that's gonna help out more than education. Just working whatever you can.
Definitely. Thank you, Mr. Module. Thank you, Max.
Anytime, brother.
All right, folks. You've seen it here. This is SoundModule. I got his SoundCloud in the description below. Give him a follow. You already know what's good. Anyway, let me not hold you guys up any further. This is your boy, Metahuman Macaluco, Audi 5-0. Mogged on him.